Alright guys, here we are. Crystal Lake tutorial. You want to start a match race because I think it saves about 1.5 frames over time attack simply because of where you start. Okay, so that's easy. Gold border. Okay, what I do is I go straight until about here, then I tap right. All you gotta do is tap right one time. Okay, charge a jump, and this will make you extend your legs like that once you go over. I think it saves a few pixels. I don't know. It's not worth it unless you're going for super world record. Okay, now when you land, you have to tilt your board to the left. See this? I'm going straight. Now I tilt it left to be parallel to the surface. Otherwise, you're going to veer off to the right and you're going to crash. Okay, so now once you land, you got to see where your line takes you. You have to readjust either left or right based on that. This part is pretty complex. You pretty much just have to play it over and over until you learn how to do it. But what I do is I just go off like this straight. I think I just go straight like this. I might tap right before you catch a little air here and you can't really control your line. But yeah, you just have to play around and make sure you know how to do this. You want to just hug this wall here. Tap right maybe. And then here you want to really hold right when you get about here. You want to hug this corner because you want to get heading on a line, you know, straight to the next corner way up here. Okay? That's the line you want. When you get here, what I do is I hold ZBA jump, because I found that if I didn't do the buffer jump, it would just sometimes it would eat my input and I wouldn't jump. But you pretty much want to jump at the last second here. Sometimes if you jump like a frame or two too late, your speed will drop a lot, which is really slow, but that means you did it too late. Okay? Now once you do this, you do the jump here, you really got to work on adjusting your line, because sometimes if you're too far right, you're going to get pulled to the right, which is really annoying. Other times you're going to get pulled to the left, so it's really hard to stay straight here. I think I did a pretty good job. Okay. The next thing to note is there's a little ridge of snow right here. Okay? Right there. You got to get on that. You gotta get on that, because if you're too far to the right, you can't get on this. This is what you need to be on. Once I get on that, I catch a little air. There's a few ways to do this. I just kind of hold left here, but if you're a little bit more to the right, you kind of have to wait to hold left. This is another thing you just have to play around with. But you want to hug the wall as close as you can. Obviously, it saves quite a lot of time. Right here, based on my testing in tasks, you have to release Z to get a straight line. I mean, to get the fastest, carve there. You release Z just when you're in contact with the snow, just very briefly, right? Right here, 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 here. Okay, now hold Z again. Okay? Here, straightening out is another big issue that I had. What I found is that I want to hold right longer than I think I would. Okay? Because I found that it's easier to correct my line if I'm too far right and I have to correct it left than vice versa. See, I went a little too far right here, but I'm easily able to just tap left. Straight line. Obviously you want to go towards this. This part is a little tricky. This is another thing you just have to play with, but you have to tap right quite a ways, like right around here, because you catch air, and if you don't do that, you're just gonna be way too far left. Okay. Now with this new jump strat, what you want to do is pretty much once you get here, you can just go straight. You might have to tap right and then left really quick to line it up. But here you just go straight, and then right before you jump, you tap left. So you pretty much tap left and then ZBA right away. Okay, straighten out. Here I hold left, I believe, for a very little bit. So I make sure I'm around this corner. Then I'm right around here, I hold right again. Okay, I'm holding right and ZBA at this point so that I can buffer jump right away. Okay, easy. Nothing to that. Here, sometimes you could get a landing that's not this stutter landing. I don't know how it works, but I think it's a little bit faster. And then here you want to aim for this little crevice here. See, there's a little, this is a U shape, there's a little spot here. I think this is optimal right around here. I'm a little bit too far left. You see I'm a little too far left and I correct at the last second. I go right there. So what I do here is I'm holding A and Z, okay? I go off, I let go of Z, I hit B. So now I'm holding B and A. Okay, so he'll do a trick. At this point I hold Z again. Okay, you really want to release it at the very last second. And then when you land, you should not be holding right. If you hold right, you're going to fly off to the right. You have to wait a little bit and then start holding right. Maybe right now. So you can get this line out here. I think this is about optimal. You don't want to really be on this white snow. You want to be right at the top of this the little shit here. That's the technical term, the shit. This part is pretty tricky, actually, I find. I learned a lot about this in the tasks. I like to hold right here a little bit and then come back left. Because there's a little spot. It might be hard to see. There's a little spot right here. Oh, you can't see it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter too much unless you're really going for a top time. Anyway, so right now, right here, I'm pretty much holding right. I jump, I hold right. By holding right, you can catch this snow here, and you get a little bit more oomph to the right. And then here, based on what I've seen in tasks, you want to hit Z on landing. I don't know why, but you maintain more speed. Again, it doesn't really matter unless you're going for a record. Depending on where you land, you either have to hold right when you land or not hold right. Let me check. I think this run I like barely squeaked in, so I really had to hold right the whole time. Yeah, this run I was holding right as I landed. And then what I did is right here, I very briefly let go of Z because I didn't think I was going to make it. I landed too far to the left. Okay, and then hold Z again. This part is very, very tricky right here. You want to get up the wall as fast as you can. But sometimes if you try to go right away, you won't make it up. So I try to hesitate very, very briefly. Let me find my mouse. Okay. I don't go, now I go. It's kind of tricky anyways. Once you get up here, straighten your board out. This part's fairly easy. You want to basically be as far left as you can go. Oops. Now, you want to jump right when you're in the thick of this snow here. Okay, so you jump. Jump. And then what I do, I hold left there to catch this snow. And then I straighten back out. And then I hold A and B to trick. And then once you land from this trick, you have to hold right. You have to be holding right there, otherwise you're going to fly to the left. The reason why this jump is faster is because you can get this smooth landing. See, there's a little bump back here that we used to land on. So doing this saves time. Right here, you want to hold right. What I found from the task here is you want to be really far right, and then you kind of come in, and then if you here we do a little jump. This jump. The fast way to do this is to be really far right and then hold left and jump, because you kind of slide to the left when you jump. Let me check out this. This one wasn't a really good example, but it was alright. Okay, you do the jump. Jump, and I do a ZBA jump there. I don't know if it saves time, but it helps. It helped me to get a better line, better corner right here. Okay. Here you want to just go straight. You don't want to hit left here. A lot of people try and hit left here so they know they can clear this barrier. But you really want to go straight and just trust that the line will take you left. You might have to tap left 1 or 2 times, but not that much. Here I paused it to check my pace. This is pretty good pace, obviously, world record. And then once you get past the yellow, you want to hit right. You really want to aim for where you're going, straight line. So you want to aim to where the barrier ends. Pretty much just go straight. I try to get... This is a good spot to be in. This is kind of hard to time the bonk. I don't really have any tips. I don't understand what this bonk is, but I don't think it's the optimal bonk, but it was good enough. I think I jumped too close to the barrier. You want to jump maybe 1 frame earlier and really jump and then hit the barrier. I kind of did it at the same time. But anyway, there's the course.